What you're looking at is Painted Rock Dam and Reservoir, located about 18 miles northwest of Gila Bend, Arizona, and it has not looked like this since 2005 when heavy rainfall filled the reservoir to record levels. The reservoir has a storage capacity of 2,491,700 acre-feet of water, and as of April 24, 2023, the reservoir is storing about 206,987 acre-feet of water, making it about 8.9% full. And for anyone wondering what 1 acre-foot of water is equivalent to, well, it's equivalent to the size of a football field, 1 foot deep. An acre-foot of water is also 326,000 gallons, and for my homies on the metric system, it's 1,234,044 liters of water. There's a thing you know. It was built between the years of 1957 and 1960, and its main purpose was flood control to help protect farming communities further downstream. Painted Rock Dam has a height of 181 feet and length of 4,780 feet. I spent quite a bit of time on Google trying to find some good aerial shots of when the reservoir was drier than my mouth after hanging out with my hippie grandparents, but unfortunately I couldn't find anything. But here's what it looked like on Google Earth back in April of 2022. Hardly any water easily visible, and it's mostly vegetation. And of course this is what it looks like as of today. Now let's ask ourselves the following questions. Where does this water come from? Where does it go? And is it being used? Well, the water that flows into Painted Rock Reservoir comes in via the Gila River, and according to the website down below, the principal tributaries to the Gila River include the Verde, Salt, San Francisco, Santa Cruz, San Pedro, New, Agua Fria, and Hassayampa rivers. I hope I pronounced that right. And also Santa Rosa Wash and San Simon Creek. From Painted Rock Reservoir, water is released further downstream at a steady rate that doesn't exceed the downstream channel capacity. The primary use of the Gila River is for agricultural purposes, but it does play a big part when it comes to outdoor recreation for activities such as hunting, fishing, rafting, hiking, and camping. Oh, and by the way, if you're starting to get any bright ideas about coming out to the lake to go fishing, boating, or swimming, let me be the first to tell you, you can't. It's been closed off to the public since 2009 due to the land being so polluted with the insecticide DDT, which was used to eradicate pink bollworm back in the late 1950s. According to www.phoenixnewtimes.com, the Gila River between Phoenix and Painted Rock Dam was laced with so many pesticides that for the longest time, fish and other aquatic life were too dangerous to eat. However, the consumption advisory on the Gila River was lifted back in 2015, and the test results even showed DDT levels had dropped significantly in the years prior, making the fish safe to eat again. However, access to the reservoir is still off limits to the public due to the high levels of DDT still lingering in the soil. Okay, so now we're in the wonderful Parker, Arizona, and just on the other side of the mighty Colorado River is the wonderful, not so wonderful, California. Last time I was here was about a few years ago, and when I was last here, there was so many sandbars throughout the river, you could probably hop your way across to the other side. As you can see, that's not the case today. And last time I was here, I think I shot about 5 minutes worth of video, I want to say, so I'm going to show you guys some before and after videos of what the river looked like then versus now, so stay tuned. Here's another little scenic location just up the road from where we just were, and I'll be sure to post the locations of all these places down in the description below in case you guys want to come visit them. So the Colorado River is often referred to as the lifeblood of the Southwest, and as you can see here in this recent drone footage, there is absolutely more life in the Colorado River than what we have seen in recent years. And as of this video being made, the Colorado River, below Parker Dam, which is what we are going to check out next, is flowing at 12,300 cubic feet per second. And to give you a better idea of how much water that is, just imagine 12,300 basketballs flowing downstream per second. It's not an exact comparison, but it's the best example visually. Now for this week's episode, I also had the amazing opportunity to check out Parker Dam on my way out to Laughlin, Nevada, where I drank and gambled like it was going out of style. Moving on, Parker Dam was built between 1934 and 1938. The dam has a total height of 320 feet. 235 feet sits below the water, and 85 feet of the dam sits above the water. The primary functions of Parker Dam are for water storage and generating hydroelectric power. The reservoir that sits behind Parker Dam has a storage capacity of 647,000 acre-feet of water, and as of April 26, 2023, it is currently holding 573,781 acre-feet of water. Now a fun fact for you. Did you know Parker Dam is the deepest dam in the world? That's right. According to usbr.gov, Parker Dam is the deepest dam in the world with 73% of its structural height below the original riverbed. You see, when they were constructing Parker Dam, they had to excavate 235 feet into the riverbed before concrete could be placed for the foundation of the dam. There's a thing you know. And before we move on to Davis Dam in Laughlin, Nevada, it's also worth mentioning that if you're not from the Southwest and you're coming out to the area to visit, you should most definitely check out London Bridge in Lake Havasu City. It's a pretty stunning site and has a very interesting backstory. Just let me know in the comments if you want to see a video about it in the future. Moving on. Now, when you think of Laughlin, Nevada, do you think of hookers, cocaine, gambling, babes in bikinis, boats, and spending your entire paycheck recklessly? Me too. But did you also know there is a dam located just north of Laughlin, Nevada called Davis Dam? Well, if you didn't, here's a brief history. Davis Dam is a hydroelectric dam that was completed in 1951. It has a height of 200 feet and is 1,600 feet in length. Aside from providing hydroelectric power, Davis Dam is also what creates Lake Mojave, creating a variety of recreational activities and providing fresh water for the locals. It also provides flood control and aids in irrigation for communities downstream. Lake Mojave has a storage capacity of 1,818,300 acre-feet of water, and as of April 24, 2023, it is currently holding around 1,697,000 acre-feet of water. Now here's another fun fact. Did you know that back in the day, according to mynews4.com, for the longest time, the bridge at Davis Dam was the only link between Bullhead City and Laughlin? It wasn't until 1987 when Minnesota's own Don Laughlin funded the construction of the Laughlin Bridge at a cost of $3.5 million. Attaboy, Don. And according to worldatlas.com, the bridge carries up to 30,000 residents and visitors daily. And for anyone curious to see if you can still go on the old dam, here's what I found. According to recreation.gov, as of April 2004, the roadway across Davis Dam is closed to all vehicles. Pedestrian and bicycle access to the dam is still allowed.